boys, so-called press play, mechanic TID, man, so cold. We out here, bro.
Yo, yo, yo,
Tell me, man,
yo.
what's going on? Yeah.
Just cool, just cool. Yeah, live in the flesh. At rehearsals right now, you all can see the dancers and them in the background here, just getting ready for show Saturday. So I
Yeah,
will be opening for Alkaline, Skeng, and Jada Kingdom on Saturday. And we're just doing some rehearsals right now, you know what I mean?
man. So where's your headspace at right now, man? How focused are you?
Yo, just pump right now still, yeah?
Yeah,
Just getting the energy up right now, you know?
yeah. Are you anxious at all, or are you prepared? How you feel?
Prepared because
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the crew right now. Yannick,
Okay.
Snap, Nubia, Ashley. That's all the dancers there. We did a routine similar to this at Carry Fest, but now we just
Yeah.
taking it up a notch. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So you're taking it to the next level. That's how we got to do it, man.
Yes, sir.
Progression to the next
Yes,
level every
sir.
time. Never
Yes, sir.
stagnate.
Yes, sir.
So, man, mechanic TID. Tell the people, for ones who don't know, what does the TID stand for?
Till I die.
Yeah. So you
That's what it
mechanic till
stands
you
for.
die?
Till I die. So
Yeah.
I'm mechanic till I die. So what happened? The name mechanic came from the fact that I am an auto mechanic. I'm an
Okay.
auto body technician as well. I've been doing auto mechanic work since I was 13 years old. Street racing back home in Trinidad and Tobago, building
Right.
cars for the streets, more or less. And in
Yeah.
search of a stage name, a lot of people know me as the mechanic with the fast car. So instead
Yeah.
of going with the little this and the baby that, I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna stick with mechanic. And
Mechanic,
after
right?
performing 2 3 times, I'm like, yo, I could do this for the rest of my life. So till I
Uh,
die. Yeah.
so what made you like realize that you had the gift to perform?
This started from since I should say birth, from baby.
Really?
When I had to what you call oh my god, move on from elementary school, I would say back home by you guys, like when you go from
Yeah.
like kindergarten to elementary or something like that.
Yeah.
So back home we call it kindergarten. When I had to move on to a bigger school at 4 years old, I had to play the steel pan in front of
Okay.
everybody. That was one of our talent shows, I would say. And I was the
Yeah.
only one that did the steel pan, which is our national instrument. So that
Yeah.
gave me the
Yeah.
encouragement from then to stand in front of people. And then I have a charisma about me that just lights up a room. So, it was
Yeah.
easy for me
Yeah.
to be in front of people, gain that confidence, had the support of my family there. And at baby, so I was doing this. I was performing in front of people from young. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's a very trendy thing of you to say too, man. The fact that you said performing with the steel pen, I was like, oh my goodness, yeah, Trinidad till he died, bro.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm definitely familiar. So you feel like that's your fan base right there? Some more of the Caribbean descent crowd?
I would say so, but
That's your clip.
predominantly, my intention is to be more internationally and globally known. Hence
Right.
the reason why I fuse hip hop with dancehall. I actually do dancehall. I have soca. Like I just do music, bro. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you could still hear that I'm a Trinidadian in some of my songs. In majority of my songs, you could tell I'm a Trini, right? So it's like you're hearing the hip hop, you're hearing the American twang, you're hearing the American accent, I should say. But yo, this man song's different. Like you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to make it something international. But I try to fuse where I come from back home and make it something international. Just like how Afrobeats just take over. I want to do the
Yeah.
same thing. I want to take like I think Homeboy had a name for my style the other day. I can't even remember it, but it's like trap dancehall or
Yeah.
dancehall trap, some kind of
Yeah.
thing like
Trap
that.
Hall.
So
Trap Hall.
trap hall, yeah, trap hall,
That's what it got.
yeah,
That's what it gotta be. That sounds fire.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so you got the Trap Hall mix. And you're not
Yes,
you're
sir.
not lying. Afro wave is definitely what's taking over. From like my understanding, that's
Yeah,
all these
definitely.
record labels are going for right now.
Yeah,
It's like that type
definitely,
of sound.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because it's feel good music, it's happy music, right? And
Yeah.
I think that if I listen to more predominantly all my tracks, no
Yeah.
matter how violent or how how happy it is, it always makes you feel good. Like I tend to do
Yeah.
music that will make you feel good, no matter if it's an emotional track, a sad
Right.
song, you're still gonna feel a type of way about it, you know. Like I tend to put my
Yeah.
emotions in my music, my heart and soul
Yeah.
into it, and yo, you feel it as like, yo, this shit bouncy, this shit bubbly, like, yo, what is this?
Yeah.
That kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. So it's like not bad vibes, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like good
That's right.
vibes, good energy, positivity.
That's right.
And yeah, no, I
That's
definitely
right.
feel you. So like, who are your influences to make you go like this? You know, go this route.
Ah, influences. Post Malone. I would start with
Post
him.
Malone.
That's like one of my favorite
Okay.
artists. I started from Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I would say Vibes
Same.
Cartel, Popcorn.
Hey.
Recently Valiant, Skeng, Skilly Bang, Byron Messiah, even Ryging King, because Ryging, he did what dancehall is now. He literally turned dancehall into the trap hall. He was
Mhm.
the person who more or less predominantly started that style. If you really go back into the history, like Cartel and Popcorn, they were doing dancehall. But when you heard about Rygan King, it was like, yo, who's this man?
Mhm.
And then you had the Tommy Lee and you had all of them. But I would say I try to pattern myself in the hip hop where Rygan did what he did with dancehall. But the influences is like, yo, across the board, the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's, um, Lil Uzi, Mick Mill, like I could
Yeah.
tap into everybody when I choose to Drake everybody. You
Right,
understand? It
right,
just depends on the mood at the track that I'm doing. You know, the vibe that I'm in at the point in time I'm writing a song, and that's it.
right. Like, do you have producers that you work right that you feel like fit your sound,
If I have
or like
what?
that you
You broke up a little bit on me.
you have any producers that you feel like fit your preference that you're working with right now?
No. I, I, one thing anybody could realize about me, producing wise, is that
Yeah.
I'm not hard to deal with because I could dominate on any beat. Like for me, I don't look at music as, oh well, I'm a trap artist so I could only do trap, or I'm a hip hop
Right.
artist so I could only do hip hop, or I'm a rapper so I could only rap, or I'm a soca artist. Like I don't have a target producer I want to work with. I just want to work and do
Mhm.
music, bro. Like my thing is just
Yeah.
to enjoy the music and do music. So for me, if
I
I
really
work
love to
with
hear that.
Timberland, you know,
Yeah.
808 Mafia, it don't really matter to me. I just
Right.
anything you give me, trust me, I'm on it.
So out of the people that you've met, I seen you've been like pulling up to a lot of events, especially recently and stuff. I seen
Yeah,
you've been
yeah,
like in the scene making like connections and doing like your networking thing. Is there anybody that you've crossed paths with that you're either like looking up to or like interested in and how they're handling things?
yeah. I would say I had the opportunity to be in the same room as Popcorn. We didn't really cross
Yeah.
paths yet, but I had the opportunity to
Right.
go to an
Okay.
event that he was at, you know, out here in
Right.
Toronto.
Right. Right. Right.
That was one person that I definitely was pleased that I met or be in the same space as him.
Right.
Um, I had the opportunity to meet Ti, Nelly. I've been
Mhm.
to the Nelly concert out here, so had the opportunity to meet those guys. Saw Akon,
Yeah.
because
Akon. Hey.
back home in Trinidad, you know, we don't really do hip hop and R&B concerts like that.
Mhm.
So it's very rare you would find Trinidadians getting the opportunity to meet these celebrities and these stars, and that was
Mhm.
one thing that was an honor for me to get to meet these international artists and them first time, you know, going to a
Right.
concert, being backstage, you know, kicking it with Nelly, kicking it with Ti. It was an experience. It felt like I belonged there, you know.
Right, right, right. No, that's the
Yeah.
best part when you're like not intimidated by it. When you treat
Nah.
people like regular people, your mindset's like not
Yeah.
on that. It's like I want a part of this too. One day y'all gonna like look at me as an equal. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Like so
I
I had on a
feel
particular jacket, bro, and then he was like, "Yo, you clean as a motherfucker." I'm like, "Bro, like, dog, to hear that from somebody at that level is like, yo, it didn't tweak my ego in no kind of way in terms of make me feel like, oh, all bubbly inside. It just make me understand that, yo, recognize real, and they understand who I am, even though they don't know me just yet. So it
right.
is what it is. Yeah,
But the energy is right though. You know what I'm saying? You prepare for it. That's the best part about it. That means that
yeah,
you're heading in the right
definitely.
space. So coming up,
Definitely.
like, where were you originally from? You
Trinidad and
born?
Tobago. That's Central Trinidad.
Okay.
That's Cuba. Yeah, Cuba, Claxton Bay. That's
Mhm.
Central Trinidad. You know.
Okay. Okay. So tell me what's like over there. Like, how old were you when you left?
Yo, I recently came out here. I only came out to
Really?
Canada this year from like May this year. So I've been doing this
Wow.
music, recording and releasing music for 14 years now, bro.
14
And
years. Okay.
because I'm a predominantly hip hop.
Uh,
It doesn't have an industry or a hip hop scene back home like that. So it's kind of difficult to be a flourishing hip hop artist back home. So I had to find a way out. Like I was doing strict hip hop for years, and just recently I decided to try and tapping into other things, and it's like something catch. The Van Damme track, Van
Yeah.
Damme is the track that really catch and stuck with it. So from there, I left to go Jamaica to shoot the music video for Van Damme, and then I came out here to
Right.
Canada. But because hip hop music is such a tough scene back home, like I just say, we won't book a lot
Mhm.
of hip hop artists to come to Trinidad and do concerts because it is not a is not predominantly hip hop, or it doesn't have a big international feel. Like the last concert that was big back home, I believe was Burna Boy. You know, we had
Mhm.
Valiant the other day. We
Right.
had Skank Skank always in Trinidad. Nicki Minaj is a Trinidadian, so
Right.
she always in and out. Trinidad James always there. Um,
Mhm.
but to say have an actual music scene, like where hip
Right.
hop is concerned, where R&B is concerned, that not big back home.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
would
Right.
have
It's
more
not.
the soca, the Marsha
Yeah.
Montano, the Kes, the Iwa, the Bunji. You know, around this time, September is where we now starting to launch music for next year. So you would have a lot of parties dealing with soca coming up. But you
Okay.
know, other than that, you would get the international music more playing on radio, people probably listening to it on YouTube, but you won't have concerts and festivals with those things back home just yet. Just
Right.
yet.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. 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 I mean, you're gonna be the one to start it up, ain't it?
That's why I say just yet, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. You're gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
uh, I definitely see it in you because at least you speaking it. You know, a lot of people not even willing to say that because they feel like they're gonna sound crazy saying some shit like that. You believe in yourself. You putting
Nah,
it
nah,
out there.
it is what it is. Like,
Right.
I would say recently in 2016 is when Trinidad more or less started make an international wave. You have Prince Wani, you
Mhm.
have RIP Rebel Six, RIP K Lion, you know, Kalonji. Those guys now started making headwaves. Zebi as well.
Mhm.
He was out here recently and doing some work out here as well, and now he's heading back to Trinidad to come again. But um,
Mhm.
you know, before all of that, it had just beer soca. Soca
Mhm.
is all you was getting. Soca music, parties, soca. Now you have like men like Young Brother doing
Right.
other things where the Trinidad is concerned and the Zest is concerned, and you know, creating a new wave and a new type of music, and you know, the rest of the world starting to catch on to it. So for me now, being a lover of hip hop music, I trying to intertwine my culture with the music and stuff itself, and you know, just trying to create something more or less.
Damn. I love Trinidad, bro. I love everything about it. The women are so beautiful from Trinidad, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Y'all got that. Y'all got that for sure. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
for that. Yeah. So what's it like? What's your love like right now?
We go speak on that on a one-on-one right now. You speak on that on one-on-one, but it's
Okay, okay,
there.
for
It's
sure.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay, for
That's off
sure.
camera, right?
Yeah.
But it's there. It's
That's
there.
it,
Like
bro.
again,
Mhm.
I because we come from an island, and I could speak on behalf of a lot of island people. Like you know,
Right.
romance and relationships is something that natural to us. Like you
Yeah.
know, we have that Bob Marley, don't worry about a thing kind of lifestyle, like
Yeah.
everything Irie kind of thing. So
Yeah.
you tend
Yeah.
that, yeah. I mean, if you're from the island and you ain't had nobody, it's because you
Yeah.
choose to, fam. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
it is.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I got that Jamaican shit in my blood. We're all like that, you know what I'm saying? Like we have
Yes,
that.
sir.
Gotta have that dog in you,
That's how it is.
man. So that show
Yeah.
coming up Saturday, bro. That's gonna be crazy
Hmm.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As I
Alkaline.
say,
Wow.
watch what going on inside there right now. Yeah, they at it. So
Yeah.
we really looking to put on a good show Saturday, and
Right.
you know, just do our custom doing, bro. That's
Yeah,
just how it is.
they're in sync right now. I can tell y'all all in that vibe, bro. That zone.
Yes,
Hey,
sir. Yes, sir.
talk to the people about that zone. That
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah,
artists
yeah,
and
yeah,
real
yeah.
musicians get into. Like when it's
Yeah.
time. Uh,
Like before, I used to keep telling myself I'm a hip hop artist, but recently I'm like, yo,
yeah.
you're just a musician, bro. You just like
Right.
music, like you know. That's just how it is. I'm a musician. I
Yeah.
don't say like, yes, I love hip hop predominantly, but I have EDM tracks, I have dance tracks, I have pop tracks, I have a lot of things in the pipeline,
Mhm.
you know, because I just love music. And if you do if you play an instrumental that just resonates with me. I'm like, yo, let's go, let's go, let's go. This one, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 let's go. That's just me, yeah.
So when you was back in Trinidad, what's you gotta tell me like what's that like? Because I know a lot of dudes from Broward, they probably not gonna know a lot of us as Jamaicans and Haitians. So like what's it? What do you all like really stand on?
Huh.
Like what's a Trinidad man's vibe?
Right now, Trinidad and Trini vibe for men is basically, huh, everybody just trying to make it same way. Is still a
Yeah.
dog eat dog world. That's just how it is. Um,
Mhm.
Trinidad is a beautiful place. It's still a beautiful place, regardless of what's happening back home. Home is home for me, you know. It may not be as pretty as it's supposed to be, but where is in the world, you know? Um,
Mhm.
it's tough, so that's why everybody just trying to find a way out. Some people may choose the wrong way to find that way out, but again, it happens everywhere in the world. It's all over social media that you know we as predominantly black people have a stigma that this is the only way out for us. If it's not
Mhm.
music, if it's not sports, it's violence. That's just how it
You're
is.
right.
So, back home, sports is not really a big thing like that, but it's still there. And it's either music or violence. That is how it is. And then you have everyone else who just trying to survive, more or less. But Trinidad is still a paradise. Like throughout the year, you're gonna have
Right.
people visiting the country. Tourists is always there. We have some of the most beautiful beaches in the Caribbean, especially on Tobago, the other island. So it's Trinidad, man. We don't stand for nonsense, and
Yeah.
we always find a
I
way.
hear
We
that.
always find a way to make it happen. Go get us kind of way now, bro.
Mhm.
It's like a lot of times they try to class Trinidadian men alongside with Jamaican, but the only thing that we have that notches the Jamaican men, I should say, proudly, is we have the ability to party long distance now. You dig? We don't party for one day or one night. We party for weeks. You understand?
Yeah.
Weeks. Drink beer, rum,
I
and
give y'all
beer
that.
party. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Y'all
Yeah,
don't give
yeah,
a
yeah,
fuck. I know,
yeah.
I know, I know it. I know some
Yeah, yeah,
trendy
yeah, yeah.
shorties, man. And once they get into the vibe, bro, they gonna be lit for a whole month, bro. It will never stop.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. But you know, it
Carnival.
is where it is, just like any other island. Just like any other island.
Mm.
When I've been to Jamaica, I'm like, yo, I'm home again. It's like being
Yeah.
home with a
Second,
different currency. That's it. It just felt like home.
yeah.
Same settings, same people, same kind of energy, same kind of vibes. Just a
Yeah.
different accent and a different currency. But it is what
Right.
it is. Yeah.
Nah, hell yeah. So like what kind of people are you already collabing with? Like anybody that you'd want to share with us?
Uh, right now, I haven't collabed with anybody on a certain level, just more or less my
Mhm.
peoples back
Okay.
home.
Hey, shout out your peoples,
But
bro. For sure.
yeah, Corey Dan, Tep,
Mhm.
Casey Boss, Noble, just to name a few. Who else? Whew, I did a lot. Magnus, Von Pro,
Yeah.
Tico, Kid Steph. Um, just I trying to remember all the collabs because, bro, I have a bunch of songs just line up coming out the chamber.
Yeah.
Savon, aka Budu Dan, that's an artist from Jamaica I did a collab with. So for me, predominantly, I like collaborating with guys like me, where we
Yeah.
starting from, you know, and then, when that time come, put them there because
Mhm.
everybody trying to make it the same way. Don't get me wrong, I want to collaborate and do features with bigger artists, and that time will come as well, and soon.
Right, right, right.
But it have people in my corner and my circle that something about the energy that just we click, we connect,
Right.
I have a personal brethren who does hip hop as well back home named DM Grizzy. Like him and I, we click. I look at him as, yo, it had nobody who as good as me in hip hop back home, and he's the only person I know that could ride power and power with me when it comes to hip hop music. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, that's
there
like
are
your
guys
counterpart.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, more or less, more or less.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't done any features with
Well,
anyone who more or less in the industry or established us yet. But
if
that
you
time
had
will
like
come.
one person, like right now, who would it be like to do a feature with on the mainstream level?
Right now, Post Malone, bro.
Post Malone, that'd be your
Post
first
Malone.
go-to. Yeah,
Yeah, that's my first go to, and
yeah,
that's no question. You could go back to a lot of interviews I did. Something about
yeah,
Post energy. You know, it's not mere fact the music that he does, but his energy is like, yo, so is playful. You know, it's just
yeah.
euphoric. You know that kind of way, and that's the type of person I am. And like I say, I like to feel good in my music. I like feel good music, even if it's talking about beer killings and beer gunshots. You're going to feel good when you're listening to it same way. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you feel me? It's not that evil intent type shit.
What's
Like the
that?
intent is not that. Like it's not evil
Nah,
intense.
nah, nah.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it
that's
is.
the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, so how would you compare your music from before to who you are today?
Yo,
Like from when you
I've
first started.
changed a lot over the years, bro. So
Mhm.
I started working with a particular producer back in 2017. That's Noble
Okay.
Touch. He's the same guy who more or less built Rebel 6 and K
Yeah.
Lion. He is predominantly the number one dancehall producer back home, right? And from the time I started working with him, now I knew about Noble for years. Since we were kids, I knew about him, but we never got the opportunity to work together. And when 2017 came around, we started working, and my music just went from here to up here, bro, in that space of like
Mhm.
2, 3 years. Um, and since working with him, like I say, the things that I used to write before is like, nah, I had to take this shit up a notch. I had to be more international, more serious, more global. Like my intentions is not necessarily to be industry, but to be global. That is what
Mhm.
I'm on. You know, that global song that 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 like I say, I want to compare it to Afro beats where you're gonna
Right.
feel good, you're gonna enjoy the music, and everybody gonna know it, but you're not gonna see people listening to the music and walking around busting guns and you know. That's not gonna happen with the music that I do. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
encourage people to do certain things, but you're gonna still enjoy it and you're gonna be like, shit, I could vibe to
I
this,
feel
bro.
you. I feel
You
you. I
know?
feel you. Yeah,
So
you are
yeah,
from
that was the changing point in my life,
yeah,
in my career, when I
yeah.
met Noble, you know?
Yeah. So that and you said that was what 2017 era?
2017 I met him, and 2019 is when we started recording and releasing music. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's been like about like what 4 years now
Yeah, 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 yeah.
since y'all started recording. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
How about your life? How like your personal life? How much has changed in those 4 years?
Yo, it's been a lot of trials, a lot of ups
Yeah.
and downs, but the highlight for me is when I get the
Mhm.
opportunity to present my craft to everyone and
Mhm.
to perform. That is where people see me come alive, you know? Like
Mhm.
that something about performing does just take me over and I become mechanic TID. And then when
Right.
I'm done performing, I go back to reality
Yeah.
until one day my everyday would be who I am on stage 24/7, right? But
Mhm.
it has changed the way I see and view things. Like I'm out here in Canada, I have kids, right? And they're home and I'm
Mhm.
here pursuing this dream, and now I'm no longer pursuing, like I'm living it. Like I'm here
Mhm.
now. You know, it just it happened. Like all these years, for these past, let's say 10 years, I've been dreaming and hoping and praying that one day my music career would take me out of Trinidad and be exactly where I know hip hop is and where it would be
Right.
appreciated. And now I'm here. So it's no longer a dream. Like this is
Right.
reality for me. I'm
Uh-huh.
not dreaming this no more. When I get up in the morning, it's like, all right, I have a show coming up this day, that day. I have interviews to do. I have photo shoots to go do. I have content to go and create. I have all this and that to
Mhm.
do. I still have to survive and do a like a 1-2
Right. Right.
hustle
Right.
because I ain't flowing in cash like that. But it's all part of the journey, you know, and I'm enjoying this journey that I'm on right now. Even though it changed my living in a sense,
Uh-huh.
it's still a plus for me because now I'm walking in purpose, you know?
Right. 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 I mean, that's what's
Yeah.
keeping you afloat. And I always tell people that same thing. You got to like walk in your purpose because a lot of people they get into these funks or they get into these cycles where everything's bringing them down. And I'm telling you, the only
Hmm.
reason that you're not happy is because you're not walking in your purpose. Walking in your purpose is
Exactly.
going to bring that joy. You know, that self of that fulfillment. You know, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Like you're aligned. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to
Exactly.
realign. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's how it is. Like for me,
Yeah.
yeah, when I came out here, the journey was rough still,
Hmm.
because you're unfamiliar, you're unknown, and you're trying to build this name and this brand. But from time people hear me, see me, and see me in my element, it's like, yo, who the hell is this guy? And
Yeah.
who are you to be getting these opportunities? Like, the journey has been amazing. And it's just to take it up a notch, where success is concerned, because I've been very progressful. I've been
Right.
progressing a lot, and now it's time for me to taste the success, as little as it might come. It's time for me to step into that, and that's what Saturday is all about. This
Oh
is
yeah.
just one little step in the giant journey ahead of me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. So tell everybody who's watching, like, where you gonna be performing at what time they can catch you, your set.
All right. So right now, the location I'm unfamiliar with, but keep paying attention to my social medias, because I will post the location.
Okay.
I think it's on the flyer. I'm not sure, but so far the flyer is saying Toronto, Canada. But Saturday, the show starts at 2 p.m.
Okay.
and it's 2 to 9. And again, it's Alkaline, Skeng, and Jada Kingdom. And I will be one of the opening acts for this concert. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Follow
Okay.
me on social medias, Mechanic TID. On all, I make it very easy, bro. I
Yeah.
just Google Mechanic TID, and you're gonna find me on everything.
That's
It's
what I
not
was
no
gonna say
different
too.
name. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like that, like underscore, hashtag, hyphen, this,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Make it so
Mechanic
hard to find
TID,
somebody. Yeah.
Instagram. Mechanic TID, TikTok. Mechanic
Right.
TID, Spotify, iTunes. Name it across the board. You just type in Mechanic TID and you'll find me
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, make it
So tell
simple.
people, what should they expect from your show and your performance, brother?
Oh man, pure energy, pure vibes, a bit of Trinidad in it, a bit of
Yeah.
Jamaica in it, a lot of hip hop in it, but across the board, pure energy. Like I say, the dancers and them, they just doing the thing right now, and
Right.
everybody just excited for this one. Like, this is
Right.
something that you definitely don't want to miss out, because I don't know if they even streaming it live, if they have a live stream, but bruh, this show gonna be awesome.
All right, for sure. Is there anything you want to leave the fans with, the people with, anything?
Sure. Hit you a little something quick. Yo, me while live my life, make money,
Oh,
make things alright, things rough, pocket them tight. The gas price gone up sky high. But anyway, the girl say she want a pretty boy, tired of the bad man.
talk to him. Talk to him.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man. We appreciate you, man. Mechanic TID, So Cold, Press Play, man. Street Billboard.
Yep,
Shout out
yep,
to
yep,
DJ
yep, yep.
Buki for having both of us. We hosting. We out here. Got my guy here right now, man. We gonna talk, man. We gonna chop it up. Love y'all.
You
Thank
already
everybody
know.
for tuning in, man. Peace,
Bless,
man. Be
bless,
safe.
bless,
Bless.
bless, bless.
Ah, we out.